Sometimes it seems like everyone is succeeding except you. You watch videos, confident entries, clear strategies, stability, but you still can't find your method. I went through that period too. Trading became routine, no progress, only disappointments. Then I took a break for a couple of days and came back to understand my mistakes. Today I'm going to show you a session where there is no goal to squeeze out the maximum. Just a chart, observation, and one working approach that helped me during that period. If you are, having that same situation right now, maybe this video is going to be useful for you. Last week, I worked with this strategy, and in 30 minutes of work, I opened trades and saw my capital gradually increase. And when my account reached $3,892, I realized that I had to share this strategy with you. If you like this approach, no fluff, no complications, just business, you will definitely like my Telegram channel. I publish setups, give levels, explain where I enter and why, and you can see how it works right away. So even if you're not ready to trade yourself, you can just watch and gradually learn. No pressure, at your own pace. Now the link is in the description. If you want to join, just write "I want to join." It's free. I'll help you figure it out and show you how to get started calmly and confidently. Let's set up your account for work. In this strategy, I use the candlestick chart type. The time frame is 1 minute. Now let's go to the indicators section and select a Bollinger Bands and stochastic oscillator. For the Bollinger Bands indicator, I will set the period to 26 and the deviation to 2. I'm not going to change anything in the indicator style settings. You can choose the line colors at your discretion. Okay, the K period of the stochastic oscillator will be 16. I will reduce the D period to 2. I will also set the smoothing period to 2, and I'm going to leave the moving average as SMA. The settings are now complete, which means that you can start opening trades. I am going to try to explain in more detail how the strategy works. Watch the video to the end and I'm sure you will have no questions left. Let's put this situation into practice. Let's open the first trade. The trade time will be 1 minute. I'll start with an amount of $450. My prediction is that the price will fall, so I press the red button to open the trade. So look, the price rose and crossed the upper boundary of the Bollinger Bands, which signals an imminent trend reversal. The price stabilized and began to decline when it crossed the indicator's boundary again, which is the main signal. After that, I understand that the price has started to decline. But to check the reliability of the indicator, I used the stochastic oscillator. The indicator lines were above the 80 level, they crossed each other and began to decline. Thus, both indicators signal the beginning of a price decline, which means that a downtrend has begun in the market. As you can see, everything is simple. Later, I'm going to talk about important rules of operation, so don't miss them. And boom, my first profitable trade. Now I have $9,014 in my account. I hope the rest of the trade will be just as profitable. We are going to find out at the end of the session. An interesting chart. Let's open the trade and analyze the situation in more detail. The trade amount is now $550. This time I'm going to open a trade for a price increase. Look, the stochastic oscillator lines have crossed each other and started to rise. They have already crossed the 20 level. The signal has been received. But look closely, the price chart has now crossed the Bollinger Bands indicator boundary. The price is moving within the indicator zone. This means that the main signal has not been received. In this situation, it wasn't possible to open a trade. It did not form. Now, the price increase may be just a correction, and the price will continue to decline. When working with the strategy, it is important that both indicators give a signal. Look closely at the stochastic oscillator chart. Now, the indicator often gave a signal and it was false. In such situations, I do not recommend opening trades at the currency pair or as the currency pair may seem unstable. Now, the signal from the Bollinger Bands is also important. The price chart must go beyond the indicator zone and then turn or return to the indicator zone. So if you will follow these rules, most trades will definitely be profitable. Well, unfortunately, the trade is unprofitable. I knew this would happen. The trade was opened specifically so that you could clearly remember a common mistake. So I'm going to continue working. I'm going to increase the trade amount to $950. I think the price will now rise. So I press the green button to open the trade. Okay, as you can see, the Bollinger Bands indicator has already given a signal, with the price chart crossing the lower boundary of the indicator twice. The stochastic oscillator confirms the main signal. The indicator lines have already crossed each other and are also pointing upwards and are above the 20 level. The situation is developed, and I have no doubt that the price will definitely rise. So I want to give you some advice. Don't use all your capital in one trade. Try to choose a trade amount that allows you to open at least 10 trades. That way, even if you have one losing trade, you can still have capital left to continue working. Now, if you invest all your capital in one trade, the risks are very high. Strike. The trade is profitable. I see that the account balance is $9,338. Now I'm going to find another situation and open the last trade. I see that a downward trend is formed. The indicators have already given the signal, so I opened the trade for a price decrease. As you can see, the strategy works. Be sure to try this in your work. I think you will use it often. The profitability of this strategy is 85%, which is an excellent indicator for such a simple strategy. Let's look at the chart until the end. Bingo! I see that the account balance has increased to $10,283. This is an excellent result. This session is over, but your training is just beginning. Today you saw live how the strategy works and how important it is to be calm and patient. Take a break, analyze each move, pay attention to the details because they are what gives you results. And now, for the most important thing, don't put off practicing. Even 15 minutes a day on the demo will definitely give you results. Write your opinion about the strategy in the comments.